Ladies and gentlemen.
Not yet, Michael.
Practicing my ladies and gentlemen voice. But good morning, Deacon.
Good morning.
Man, I'm so excited. Hi, Amber. How was your week? Fantabulous? Busy?
Oh, we'll go ahead and do it right now. We'll just get it kicked off. Hey, what's happening? Rancho, B2B, business to business, the network. This is Luis Hernandez coming at you live from Cafe Bella. Welcome to Wednesday, October 16th here at Cafe Bella. This is Rancho B2B, the network live stream. We got all kinds of fun things happening here today. But don't take my word for it. Mr. Michael Gonzalez.
Hola. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hump day, as they say.
It is hump day, isn't it?
It is.
What? Okay,
It
so
is.
where did that term come from?
I have no
Hump
idea,
day.
but you know that one company that did the camel commercial? It's hilarious.
The camel commercial. Well, we got to love the
Yeah.
camel. Okay, but
Yeah.
okay, let's look at, okay, Amber. Can you
Research
figure
time.
out, can you just hop on the interwebs, find out the origins
of the term
of the term hump day?
hump day.
Where did it come
Over
from?
the hump.
Where
Get
did it,
over
is that what it is?
Over the hump.
We're getting over the hump?
the hump of the week. Yeah. I think we're all solid on the logic. We're just wondering about the history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's what we really want to know.
yep,
Like, really, where did it come from?
exactly.
Where did it come from? Where did it go?
So good morning to everybody.
I was going to say Cotton Eye Joe.
I was waiting for you on that one there.
He
Take me
was
back
ready.
to my DJ days.
How about some proper introductions?
Absolutely.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros.
and Luis too. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome our guest of the day to Rio Rancho Business to Business, right here from one of our favorite local nonprofits, St. Thomas Aquinas Parish. We have Deacon Ed Leba. Good
Deacon
morning.
Ed.
Deacon
How's it
Ed.
going?
Good morning.
So I know Deacon in a whole completely different way.
You
I
knew
don't-
me before the caller.
I knew him before the caller, and
Is that awesome or what?
we were sitting here chit chatting and talking about it, and we were talking about.
The Fiesta Bowl? No.
Well, actually,
Oh,
we
the
were
fiestas,
we
yeah.
were
Yeah, the
talking
fiestas,
about
yeah.
the fiestas, right?
Yeah.
In fact, Amber and I were having that very conversation about the start of Elite Music Productions, and we
Wait.
got our start
Oh, yeah.
because of church fiestas.
Yep.
And you
That's
were
awesome.
you were very prominent in providing a lot of really
Stuff.
great things for different parishes around the city.
Yep.
Yeah, we did a lot of sound production and a lot of DJing for them, a lot of dances, and just having a good time out there with all the local groups and the bands and enjoying ourselves at the church fiestas.
And enjoying the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, because that's exactly what it is. It's a party, right?
Party,
But
party.
a lot of folks don't know that this is one of the primary ways for parishes to raise funds for different programs, right? For programming in the church. But if they have other things like schools that they support, or the parishioners with the different programs and all that good stuff, those are things that are important. And church fiestas is one of the ways that they are able to support those efforts, right?
Yeah, they're able to support the efforts and they're able to get the whole community out and just have a good time. A lot of times we don't have those community events anymore, but you could just come out, talk with your friends, hang out, get a fiesta burger and just enjoy yourself and hear great music, dancing,
And who doesn't love a fiesta burger, right?
yeah, with green chili on
Oh,
it.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Burgers.
Okay, let me ask you. I'm going to put you on the spot. I know your memory is stellar, right? Because you strike me as that kind of guy that you remember details from as far back as you can remember, right? And that was like age of 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the best fiesta burger in all of the church fiestas in New Mexico?
Oh, man. You know what?
That's rough.
Everybody had their own little special way. Some would cook the green chili.
Yum.
Some would just use like sliced jalapenos, and all those type of things. But I have to say it was St. Therese.
St. Therese.
St. Therese had the best Fiesta burger.
Tell
Was
us,
it-
tell
did
us
it-
about the burger.
Did it come with one patty or two patties?
It came with one, but like, but it was even at the Fiestas, it wasn't like the whole entire Fiestas, because they would have a burger place on one side and
Sure,
a burger place.
vendors, yeah.
No, there was one person. His name was Red, and there was a burger place right next to him with his booth, and they had the best Fiesta burgers, and it was just nice and juicy. Had that hotness, but it had that tasty vibe to
Yes.
it.
Yum.
It was
With the
great.
and the mustard would run down your
Mustasa.
when you're holding your burger.
And
the
it-
mustard would run down your arm.
But it wouldn't even just be the mustard; it'd be
would-
like the grease.
The mustard, the
Yeah,
grease, with the green
you know?
chili.
Yes. Yeah.
man.
And then so it'd be burning even afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the best.
The juice.
the juice.
The juice.
The juice.
There we go. That's a new term for
The au jus.
juice. The au jus.
Yes.
Fiesta burger au jus.
Achoo.
Not hachu. Amber, good morning. How are you?
Amber's in the house, ladies.
Amber
and
is in the
gentlemen.
house. Yes, I got to shout out really quickly Mr. Miguel Rojas. He says, good morning, fellas. And it's one of Amber's buddies from over there. Baya.
Over there.
Over there, yes. And of course, we got all kinds of folks. We got Dan Lewis is,
Nice.
tuning in with us.
Hi, Dan.
Pastor Dan.
Pastor Dan Lewis.
Pastor Dan.
Pastor Dan, right? Armando Galindo, George Griego, Mary Munoz de Flores.
Bunch of people.
Tim Frowning, all the way from, I'm not sure where Tim is located. He's one of those national guys for Floor and Decor.
Sure.
And
Travel.
yeah,
Road warrior.
he's a road warrior,
Road
right?
warrior.
But
hats off to the road warriors.
man, he is one of the most legit dudes that I've ever met in my life.
Nice.
He's wholesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fun.
So who knows where he's watching from? I'm sure it's probably New York City.
Waiting to board.
Yes, waiting to board, or either that, or he's out there in New York City selling plots of land in Rio Rancho Estates.
There you go. There you go.
I always have to make reference to the movie.
Our traditional New Yorkers
Yeah.
here in the city.
Awesome.
Also want to shout out Mr. Lawrence Roybal, Dr. Lawrence Roybal, Jonathan Castillo y Profundo, another one of those Fiesta bands there, right?
Yep.
Javier Hernandez. Hey, Javier, I got a new one for you. My wife and I are coming out with a new deal, and well, I can't tell you because
'Cause
we've
it's
got
new.
we've got to create it first.
Ooh,
So-
then why did you bring it up if you can't
Just
mention it?
just know that it involves the last name Hernandez as one of the power names in America.
Wow.
That's all you got to know.
Nice.
Amber would agree wholeheartedly that Hernandez is a power name. She too wants to be an Hernandez. She just doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
We'll say what's up to Biggie, Monica, Robbie Quintana, all the way from Boise, Idaho,
Get
tuning
the
in.
heck out. Idaho.
Shelly Carney. Where'd I get Carna from? I'm thinking of carne.
Yeah.
Carne.
Carne.
Like
And
a
of
breakfast
course-
sandwich. That sounds good about right.
Yes. Good morning, Shelly. Thank you for tuning in. Shelly doesn't make carne nada.
Carne nada.
Carne nada. But she does say hola, dudes.
Does she?
Hola, dude.
She is a professional video caster, right? Live
Really?
streamer. Yes. In fact,
Interesting. She's pro.
she's got her own at-home studio right here in beautiful Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Look at that. Wah, wah, wah.
That's Mike. Here,
Right.
Let's put it down a little bit, maybe.
And so in fact,
See
she'll
my
actually
beautiful face.
she'll be here with us soon. We'll get her out of her home studio here. She partners up with another stellar gentleman who has a studio as well, and
Wow.
they produce some really cool stuff, right?
That's
Amber's
awesome.
like, So we're talking about what's happening.
What's happening in Rio Rancho?
What's happening in Rio
Lots
Rancho?
happening in Rio Rancho. But we have Deacon Ed here today to talk about the work that he does at the local nonprofit.
I thought he was going to give us a good word.
He could.
Could you?
He could.
I got some words for us to ponder today.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hand me my book? Can
Is
you
it-
hand me? Yeah.
Is this like deep thoughts?
Deep thoughts.
Thoughts of the day.
Deep thoughts.
What are you reading this week?
I am reading Be the Man, Stop Lying, Start Leading.
I got one question.
Yes.
Is that a book capture the female audience as well?
Well, you
'Cause
know,
I'm totally lost on that.
The-
And Amber's giving me the look like, yeah.
So interestingly enough, I mean,
Metaphorically, be the man.
it does. It does apply. But what it really talks about, and you'll appreciate this because it takes you on a journey way back, right? To tell you about why men have such a hard time being a man, right? Because being a man has been lost in the translation over the years, right? And it talks about that in here.
I gotcha.
And there's some excerpts in here. Now it does apply to women as well because women have unfortunately taken on the role of being a man in the household.
Some,
because a lot of them were single parents, right? But even before they were single parents, they were parenting solo because the industrial age took the man out of
or the military.
And the military, right? Took the man out of the home and had him going to a workplace far away from home, and so the wife was left to take care of the household,
dual roles,
take care of the children, right? All that good stuff. And when the man did come home from working or from the military, he was just out of sorts. He was disconnected. He was tired,
didn't know how to do it.
he didn't. He was not connected to the family, and in that started to medicate right through alcohol and drugs and extramarital affairs and other things, wild stuff, right? And so it's interesting to learn or to understand how things have transitioned. And so when somebody says be the man, it's difficult for men to understand that in today's times because they don't know how.
You're absolutely right.
To be a man.
There's a huge percentage of families, that were affected, single separations, divorce, death, whatever. Huge. And I've seen some of the stats on that, on the years that it started separating.
Right.
And I think our generation collectively, because we're relatively within 10 years of age of each other, we saw that, like how many people we went to school with when we were young, hearing about divorce, separation was very, very common. Some of us were blessed, myself.
Right.
I still have both my parents. So my dad is still the man. There's no doubt about it. Compassionate tone on there. That so many families. It was an epidemic, and now it's not uncommon. The uncommon is to have your original parents together. That's the uncommon now.
Yeah, and what the other thing is, like in my own life, there was so much time when I was younger that I was worried about making the money, making sure I was providing, making sure the bills were paid. And that you forget about the things that you have at home. And when you forget about those things, you think that you are being the man because you're just thinking about providing, but you're not providing for the emotional needs of the family either.
And you know what? You're spot on because that's exactly what we've been told is, hey, you know what? Your role in the family isn't anything else but going out and earning money.
Hunter-gatherer.
Yep. Right. Earn money to take care of the family. And we don't need you to be responsible for, emotional connections,
Well, except for the disciplinary person. Because they go
if even that
if the kid gets in trouble, wait till your dad comes home,
right?
And then they knew they're in trouble, so the dad gets home and he's just there to lay down the law,
Well, that happens too, yeah. See, those are the times when I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't have a dad.
Yeah.
Because I was a bad kid. Or maybe that's why I was a bad kid. Who knows? Yeah. But I know this is that we all go through what we go through in life to be the people that we are today, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. That I do know. So I didn't mean to steal any thunder from what we were going to talk about, but
oh no, you're good.
We're talking about that's what Deacon does, man. He talks about life. Man.
There you go. I love it. Life talk. And Amber's looking at it. So when you ask me the question, does this book, does it encompass both the men and women? Absolutely, it does, because women need to understand that dynamic as well, and understand, right? For Amber is one of my best friends, my only best friend actually, legit. Right?
She's laughing at him. If you guys could see this, she's like, "Oh, tonto."
But Amber is a single parent, right? And we have these conversations all the time about the generation of men and how they are not that. They're not men. And she tells me about her frustrations, right, of the dating and how it is not what it's supposed to be.
It's a totally different time now.
So I think it's important for Amber to educate herself and to be able to know, right? Not so that she can facilitate them or encourage them, but just know exactly what she's dealing with and what she's up against, right? And where she might be able to align herself with somebody who's going to be aligned with her goals, with her vision, with what she wants in life.
It's hard. You've got a mismatch there. You've got a boss mom,
right,
and then potentially a man child, and those two keys don't fit together, you know. So yeah, absolutely. It's a rough go.
Jordan Gutierrez tuned in and he spilled the beans.
Uh-oh.
He spilled the beans. He was like, the Hernandez hustle. That is going to be a thing.
Is that a repop?
No,
That's not a dance move?
No, that's the Hernandez hustle involves no dancing. Well, unless you call, constantly making magic happen a dance.
Yep.
Then it is a dance.
The business hustle.
Yes.
You got to hustle out there.
Yep.
We got to hustle.
No matter what it is, you got to work hard.
Yep.
We talked about that. So how does hustling happen in the church?
Oh,
Hustling happens in the church. Well, I think, I'm the youth director out of St. Thomas, and our biggest hustle is getting the teens in.
Yeah.
Because it provides a important service to the community, because we want a well-rounded teen that has their spirituality, that is ready mentally to go out and serve the community and help everybody out.
Right.
And our biggest thing is in our youth ministry is we want to give them the faith so they can apply it in everyday situations.
Man.
And so we've just been talking about like social justice.
Right.
And we went over social justice, and when you see things that are unjust out there, are you doing something about it? Are you getting involved? Because Christ has called us to act upon it and not just sit back and let things happen. Like we see today in the news, we see a lot of suicide out there. I think I just saw on the news, like New Mexico ranks the number 4th in the country for suicide rates.
Wow, I had no idea.
And so we actually addressed that issue at youth ministry. What is the plan for this? Why is God allowing this to happen?
Right.
Why does God allow this suffering to happen even in your life and those traumas that you go through? And where is he at this point? And how do we go from here? And how do we help our brothers and sisters out? Because that's the key, is not just learning an intellectual side of the faith, but putting it into action and loving everybody around us.
Absolutely. And you hit another very hot topic, right? The information age, right? That's the age that we all live in. And, oftentimes, what should be a great thing is turned into another detriment, right? Because we now have information overload, right? And so I'm grateful for somebody like you that can take and break it down to the ridiculous and just serve it up in bite-sized pieces to the youth in our community so that they know exactly how to operate, right? And that's one of the big things, right, is that I don't know about you, Michael, but growing up, I grew up in a single-parent family, right? Okay. And my mom, grew us up in the Christian church, right? Fire and brimstone, right? But nobody ever gave me the map.
The road map.
The road map. Nobody ever told me exactly how it was supposed to be done. They said, here's what you need to do. Here's how you should behave and act.
Or here are the rules.
Don't
do
here's
this.
The rules.
Don't do this. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of policing.
All that stuff. But nobody ever really gave me the map, right? And so what you're doing is you're taking that and you're breaking it down to ridiculous and saying, okay, all right, Utes. Remember that?
The two Utes.
Two Utes.
Okay, you Utes.
Great movie.
Always all kinds of great movies, right? So what type of impact have you seen?
Well, we've seen a lot of impact. So one of our biggest outreaches right now is we're sponsoring another youth ministry in Haiti.
Oh, cool.
Because it's not even here, but it's going across international boundaries.
Right.
And we want to support them and empower them to go out and to bring other teens to Christ. And when they bring other teens to Christ, we see things that are fixed within the family.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're talking a little bit more. Hopefully they're doing all these great things just in their own communities. And that's what we really want. But here locally, we're helping out food banks. We're serving in different ministries, not even just on the international level. Our missionaries that are going out, they're going and feeding the homeless. They're cooking meals for them. They're just doing a lot of great things. But they're also going in their schools and sharing that faith with their friends.
I love it.
And it's more of not like, I'm going to beat you over the head with the Bible if you don't following Christ. It's more of, I love you. And other teens are going, hey man, what's happening in your life? Why are you different? You know, and you've changed so much, and I like your change. I want that too.
Right.
And that's what it's about, is, you know, just them understanding that God loves them and that God wants to be with them, and they should feel that love.
Absolutely. You know, that's you know,
for kids, man, that age, it's rough for them.
a need,
Yeah.
a need and feel it, right? And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, right, who doesn't want to experience that, right? And so, yeah, absolutely, right. Very different from what I grew up in.
Yeah. And the great thing is we got teens that are going off into college.
Yeah.
And they're doing campus ministry around the country. And then during the summer, they come back and they serve at the parish. And so they're bringing those experiences, and they're being able to help the other teens that are going into college, and they're able to serve here, and they're just doing a lot of great things.
I love it. So, so we want to make sure that we get folks to support your efforts, but we also want to make sure that we get folks involved. How can they go about in doing that? How can me, Mr. Business Owner, help you with your efforts right here in Rio Rancho?
Well, I think there's a lot of different ways to help out, you know, St. Thomas. You know, like one of our things is we have like our youth group meeting on Sundays at 7 p.m. And so we cook dinner for the teens.
Oh, wow.
And there's, you know, teens are always hungry. They always want food. But one of the great things is, you know what, we got homeless teens. We got teens that are going, they're going to be at home on the weekend,
Sure.
and they're not going to get a hot meal. And
Yes.
so that's why we actually serve a hot meal for those teens that are not going to be receiving it at home. They know that, hey, on Sunday night, I could go to St. Thomas Aquinas, I could get a hot meal, I could have some fun, we could learn a little bit about the faith,
Right.
and see where it goes. And so, like, if you want to donate on that side, sometimes local businesses will donate food. Some people say, hey, I want to donate
sponsor
money.
the night, sponsor
Yeah.
the week. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
and-
About how many youth come out on a Sunday night?
So we have about 80 to 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is a bunch
Yeah,
of
Deacon Ed's program, he
Yeah.
has primarily he works with about a pool of, and correct me if I'm wrong, around 200, but it balloons at different times
Yeah.
for different things. I've seen
Yeah.
his program balloon up at certain times
Holy
to
smokes.
500.
Wow.
And you know, you were talking about your experience being completely different.
Right.
And Ed let us know that he's got teens in his program that are actually homeless. So, you know, St. Thomas is up here in the nice Rio Rancho suburbia area, but we have all the same challenges that Albuquerque does because, you know, we're just a mile away from the border where the church is of Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Not too different. You have families that are dealing with drug abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. You have families that are impoverished. You have just the full kaleidoscope.
Right.
You have turmoil inside the family nucleus that Deacon has brought to our attention. Sometimes maybe the youth wants to get involved, but the parents don't support it, and that's a whole different dynamic. So yeah, Deacon deals with that stuff very well.
I
He's
like.
very
You know,
good at
we're
what he
gonna
does.
we're gonna create a show, and it's gonna be called Deacon Dills.
Deacon deals.
Deacon Dills. No, I mean, you know, I think it's great, and I think that, you know, I commend you for the work that you're doing. Right, it's not for the faint of heart, right? It's not for the weak.
Uncommon.
It's not
Yeah.
for the weak-minded folk, right? But it takes a special person to put their self aside and pick up and do the work in the community, right? And so, thank you for that. Thank you for your commitment to doing that. But we want to make sure that we get some folks out there to support you. So, how can they find you? Where can they find you?
The best way is to hit our website, stanm.org, and you click on there. You go to high school youth or high school teens, and then there's different ways to show that you want to support us. And we
Gotcha.
give different options. You know, if you want to support a teen in leadership, if you want to support us in meals, if you want to support, you know, a teen that can't afford to go on a retreat
Yeah.
or on a trip, there's all those different ways, and it gives you a bunch of different options. If you want to support our Haitian ministry that we're helping out with, it's all on there too.
I love that.
Yep.
Great information. So, so here's the deal. If you guys want to get connected, we'll make sure we'll drop the links. Neither myself or Michael have our laptops open today, and that's we're a laptop-free day. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but
Free moment.
normally what's happening right now as we're speaking is Gonzo's hard at work, and he's putting up the links to get connected to the guests that we have here on the show. We will do that a little bit later on this afternoon.
Absolutely, not
as,
a problem.
As we're drinking, because we have a coffee epidemic.
We do.
Yes.
We do. Not enough coffee.
Not
We're
enough-
having
not
coffee
enough going
abuse.
in my mouth.
That means we're not drinking enough. So everybody raise a glass or raise your cup. Raise your cup
Raise your cup.
Raise
in
your
the
cup.
air, like you don't
Raise your
care.
cup in the air.
There you go. There it is.
All right.
Salud.
We certainly
Here's
do
to
appreciate you taking the time to stop by and visit with us this morning. Now, you're welcome to hang out. We're going to be visiting with Depot in the brand new Paleta Bar.
Oh, yeah.
In Rio Rancho.
And that's an awesome place. Our ministry likes to go there and just hang out, have some great ice cream. It's awesome. So
Well,
I recommend everybody come out to that.
You're going to get to do it right here in beautiful Rio Rancho. Not that it's not okay to drive down the hill, but you're going to be able to do that right out here. So we want to make sure that we definitely get that happening for you there. And so Gonzo,
Hey.
I didn't know you knew cool dudes like this, man.
Well, after you kind of hang around and beat the bushes in the same neighborhood, you end up running across the same bush once in a while.
Is that how that works?
It's a small community here. If you're out there, yeah, it's all.
It is a
interwoven.
small community out there. I'm gonna have you lean forward a little bit, grab the microphone. There you go.
There we go.
We'll talk right into the microphone. All right. Are we gonna do this in grand fashion?
Go ahead.
All right.
Knock it out, buddy.
Can you give us a drum roll?
Not gonna-
Yeah. That sounds more like gas. Sounds like more like you have gas or something like that.
Geo Metro.
Geometro. And now, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, boys and girls, all the way from over there. When I say over there, what do I mean? Right.
Over there.
Over there. Right.
Over there.
Please help us welcome to the show, Depot.
Hi guys, how are you guys doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Man, what's up?
Nothing much, just staying busy as usual. You know how it is.
Bro, I see you jet setting, right? I see you everywhere. You're in San Diego opening up Paleta bars. You're in South Valley, Albuquerque opening up Paleta bars.
Nice.
You're in North Valley, Albuquerque. You're also in Rio Rancho opening up Paleta bars, right? Let's talk about, can we focus a minute on Rio Rancho?
Of
be okay?
course.
Why not? What a great opportunity.
What a great, so for those of you guys that are out there watching and you are not familiar with this man right here, let me tell you, this guy is the epitome of entrepreneurship. If we had a poster, his picture would be on it for the right way to do it right now. Not only is he opening up these businesses left and right? He's been in business for quite some time. He's also the owner of Potato Corner and Spring Rollin', right? In partnership with some other folks, right?
Yes.
But you've been at this for a while, and your story is unique. It's a story that we love to hear because you started out working at Potato Corner as an employee,
Correct, exactly.
Nice.
peeling potatoes, right?
No, not really. It's already frozen, so we just dip it in there.
He was the head dipper.
You're the head dipper.
Yeah.
Is that where you get your name from?
No, actually, I mean, it's pretty much kind of like the concept we're going to have next.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like Deep Potato Bar, you know?
Nice.
The Potato
So-
Bar. I like it.
Nice.
not that it said we
Got
got to
feeling.
hashtag that?
Exactly.
We'll hashtag that. So yeah, but you got your start at the Potato Corner. How many years ago was that?
Actually, I've been working with them since I was 21, but 23, I got a chance to take the entrepreneurship way. So I just took over the store when I was 23, and then starting that time, I just kept going into entrepreneurship, just keep learning, keep thriving, and thank God, I just been blessed.
Nice.
Talk about blessed, right? And so let me tell you exactly how blessed this guy is, right? Deacon, you're going to want to hear this, right? Because
Deacon's still here.
yeah, Deacon is still here, right? Deacon's going to want to hear this, right?
He's keeping an eye on us.
But this gentleman right here is so blessed that he decided that, you know what, I'm not going to hoard my blessings.
Right.
I am not going to do that. I'm not going to operate in that way at all. I'm going to take my blessings that God has given me, and I'm going to share them with the world. And so
Amen.
you know what this gentleman does on his own time? Doesn't get paid for it. He offers up free checkup from the neck up, small business entrepreneurship counseling.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah,
Free.
I mean, it's been blessed, like you were saying, and it's just time that God gave me the vision with the Build CABQ, so we can, whatever we can do to help, and I would love to invite more entrepreneurs to just give their time, give their efforts, because sometimes money come and goes, but it's easy to just give money, but sometimes what people need is not just a handout. They just need like a foundation to set themselves up for success, and that's
Absolutely.
what I've just been trying to do that to anybody that need help in as simple as advice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent.
No, he
Excellent.
says grow city ABQ, right? And so this is This is one of those, right, where we all say, "Man, why did I tie ABQ in this? Because I want to go beyond and I want to help everybody, right?" And we do this right here especially in Rio Rancho, right?
Exactly.
Because, right, I too, right, and I'll just throw it up there, right? I have an iteration of an iteration of an iteration, right? Here we go. How about that? There we go. So, right, we created this, right? But the reality is that we want to help businesses throughout the entire city. Not only Albuquerque, but also Rio Rancho.
Rio Rancho, yeah, everywhere we can be. Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere we can be throughout the entire state. And you're the exact same way, right? So much so that you guys opened up a paleta bar right here in beautiful Rio Rancho.
Yes, yeah, I mean, we're excited actually this Saturday. If you're all free, we actually have the grand opening. Starting
Saturday.
at 11 o'clock. We expect the mayor to be there. I invited Lorenzo Antonio, one of the legendary singer from here, from Mexico himself. He's trying to make it if he can get here on income from Mexico. And
Yes.
then, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have face painting for the kids. We have a lot of giveaway. So whatever we can do, like you're saying, lead us to Rio Rancho right now is actually by Answer and Southern.
Yep.
So it's all the plaza where Firestone right there is behind that, El Paisano, Nori, Japan. So we're happy that we can be right there, And it's just about time that we want to be in Rio Rancho.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I know that you guys have been doing little soft openings, serving up the family
Yes.
and all that good stuff. Are you guys officially open today, or is it going to be after Saturday?
We actually been opening already starting last Friday.
Okay.
So we've been opening. We just do like soft opening, making sure that all the training, all the, like the owner himself, the owner like is a couple, John and Vero, they're amazing. And because we actually, this one our first licensee store.
Oh,
So
is that right?
Yeah, we start licensing the brand because that's my goal is become the first Albuquerque brand that actually going outside New Mexico, going outside Albuquerque, that we want to bring something great outside this city, outside New Mexico, instead of just people always like a lot of my friends outside New Mexico, like, oh, why are you living over there? It's all scary and everything. They keep reading all the negative thoughts and everything. But I told them like, things happen, but God led me here, and it's about time that we actually bring back the positivity, and we just want to share that we have so much more to give back instead of just all those crazy stuff that they heard outside on the on the news or anything else.
Yep.
Hey, I like
awesome.
that. What's your take on that, Michael?
I'm kind of in awe because this gentleman is like a fireball. He's
Right.
been all over. He knows tons of people that I know. He does collaborations with people, food and beverage operators that I've known for years,
Right.
and I've never met him.
Oh, you've
And-
never met?
And are you ready?
Yes.
So the kicker is, I didn't see him on the schedule today. So I walk in and I go, he looks like the guy from Paleta Bar, and here he is. So it's nice to meet you officially,
meeting you,
man.
man. Thank you.
You're awesome. Good work out there.
So, yeah,
no,
we're gonna-
I think what he does is amazing. Mentoring with other small businesses and entrepreneurs that just need maybe that one nugget to get to the next level.
Right.
That's gold. That is complete gold, because a small people that are non-large corporate people, we have like our own little community to support each other, and in secret we say it's us against the big guys, because
Well-
you know what? There's power in numbers, and it's a healthy competition, and we can do it if you bring a quality product. If you're creating a sense of culture and a sense of community, the retail aspect is the end of that equation, not the beginning of that. And that's what
Right.
small business is all
That's
about,
amazing.
right, my man?
Yes,
That's
exactly.
what it's all about.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
what
I mean,
all
it's
about.
just like you were saying, mentioning about collaboration. That's what I always believe is because
Yep.
everybody have their own strength,
Yep.
but sometimes people looking at it is like competition instead
Right.
of collaboration. So I always big of that thing. I know like you guys, a lot of people just know me Paleta Bar, but we actually have more than myself. And I always tell people they're my business partner like Joel. He's actually the one who built up all the construction. So
Yep.
and then I have another business partner, Juan. Like he pretty much like dealing with all the products, and we got a couple of people doing like the design graphic, like same thing with the spring rolling. We just have this guy from Fobar,
Yep.
Fong and Trang. They both
They're
actually
awesome
partner
people.
up with us.
Great
exactly.
story there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
Awesome
like
people.
what I believe, because they let me be the face, because like I have my story to tell, but they all have their own story, but they just like we just do our part. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean we've been blessed, but I cannot do it without the help of them. That's why it took me about 7 years to build up Potato Corner to be where it is right now.
Right.
But it took me only like 2 years with Paleta Bar, because we have such a great teams that we build up together, set up
Yeah.
the strong foundation. So I don't believe in one man show because
Right.
it take you can be like 7 years, 20 years, 30 years when you
Or more.
actually collaboration.
Yeah, it's all
Collaboration
about-
you can do it like
It's all about
Sophie,
content experts.
Exactly.
People that have devoted, a lot of time that specialize in a certain thing and letting them feed them so that they bloom like a flower. It's amazing.
correct.
It's amazing.
And I'm glad that you specialize in coffee, right?
Yep.
Now, when we're talking about collaborations, right? I like to think of myself as a connector, right?
Definitely.
In our state, in our great state of New Mexico, and beyond, right? Can I connect you two? Can I connect you two and have you guys collaborate? I'd love nothing more
Anytime,
than a cafe,
anywhere,
Cafe
anyway.
Bella Paleta.
We are New Mexicans, not New Mexicans.
No, that's gonna be amazing.
Right, brother?
Yeah. I've been coming here. I used to get a haircut
See?
next door, say traditional. I always come here. I know her
Yeah.
for a while, and I was like,
Yeah.
I feel bad sometimes. She works by herself, running around. I was like, this is a hustler
She
here,
does the hustler, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, whatever
Yeah.
available, because like I always love doing it with the local company and
Yeah,
everything. That's how we can all grow together.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That's
So,
awesome.
so you
So be
mentioned
care-
something that is important for people to know is that you've taken the brand Paleta Bar and now you are offering up opportunities for people who want to jump into the entrepreneurship lifestyle, and they can license and open up their very own Paleta Bar with your full support.
That's correct. Yeah. So there's the reason that we have actually right now 12 location.
Okay.
Actually already signed. We have the 98th Street and Central coming up. We have Tramway. We just closed the deal yesterday. Curcio Bravo, Los Lunas, Las Cruces, and
Nice.
yeah, Paleta Bar Cafe is another actually concept we're gonna launch.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's gonna be December 1st. We open in Uptown.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and then Coronado Mall we open in 2 weeks with Spring Rolling and Paleta Bar together too.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like people like, how in the world we gonna do it? But I was like, that's why we keep thriving.
Get in it.
Yeah, we gotta
Get
keep
in it.
pushing. Yeah, my partner's always like, you're crazy, dude. We're like,
Yeah.
that's how we have a great teams. We're just gonna keep doing. I mean, I always tell myself and all of them like, we just don't wanna live in our comfort zone because I don't wanna live with regret. Like I should have done this and that. Like
Oh, you
I
know.
prefer fail and get back up.
Well, and that's exactly where society has gone wrong is that people are afraid to have experiences. They're afraid to get out there and put themselves out there because they're afraid of failure, right?
Some people are.
And they never move. They never act on their visions, their goals, their dreams because they're paralyzed by fear of failing. And what they don't realize is that if you don't have those failures in life, you'll never grow, and you're going to always stay in your comfort zone, and you're never going to get out of that. And then guess what?
Nada.
Nothing.
But what's on the other side of that
What is
failure?
on the other side of that?
That's what I want to know.
Get out there, give it a shot. Who knows?
What's on the other
in,
side?
in short tenure, I remember Amber used to tell me about you, right? She'd be like, man, she worked at Peterson Properties, right?
Yeah.
Right at the
That's where we all
at the very
started.
first location.
Exactly.
Bottom one down there. Yeah.
And she used to tell me about man, this dude is legit. I'm like, I gotta meet him one day.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, like it's God's timing, God's willing. I know a lot of people like just mention it, like, oh, so you are the self-made because I came here from nothing,
Sure.
400 bucks, no family, no friends. But I always tell people like, no, I'm God's made because I've been helped so many ways that people just randomly like, oh, I want you to be in my business. I want you
Yeah.
to be partner up with us. I never really like, hey, dude, can we do the collaboration? Nothing.
Yeah.
No, they're coming. Like whatever we can do together, we
Nice.
can do together, and then. Like I came here by myself. I just have literally like people just give me money to buy food. It just that's why I never mention like, oh, I'm self-made because I'm God's made. He lined up the right people,
Awesome.
right opportunities. Even like people just come up to me like, hey, do you want to work with me? And like you're saying, like Potato Corner. If
Yeah.
I never, get kicked out from one place, going over there, and they just offer me job here and there, and I just been taking it,
Yeah.
do my best, and that's how we keep creating all these businesses. All the concept just coming up. Like sometimes I cannot sleep at night, and there you go. There it's just like,
Scribbling.
yeah,
I feel
God
you.
just give me the vision, and
Right.
the next day I
Time
was
to
like,
go.
okay, dude, let's do it. And they were like, this guy's crazy. Like, how in the world you just come up with all this? I was like, no, I mean, I don't know how,
just
but
comes,
people
yeah.
people asking me about how the concept actually born and everything. But I mean, I always see like what the missing part of small business. Sometimes they see one place busy, they just gonna copy them. But I told them you can have the product, you can have the people, but without the concept, it's just gonna be
Right.
like
Exactly.
the rest. But I know like a lot of people tell me like, oh, when I have interview, like or even like helping them out,
Sure.
mentorship and everything, how they can start their business, I just ask simple question: what is gonna set you apart with other businesses? Well, like you were saying, with all these big brand company. But I don't want to be mean, but when they say like, "Oh, it's me," I was like, "Okay, but it's no concept in there.
Right.
Everybody gonna tell me the same thing. Everybody gonna tell you the same thing." My mom, I always gonna say, my mom cooked the best food. Your mom cooked the best food, but
Right.
it doesn't mean it can be like a successful business. It's two different things.
You're
Without
absolutely
the concept,
right.
you cannot elevate the brand.
You can steal the recipe, but the soup will never taste the same.
It's the formula. I mean, he's figured out how to empower people, how to collaborate with them. He understands the value of the content experts. But if you notice what's different than some of the other brands that came through New Mexico, central New Mexico in the past 10 years, some of them, really big. He's really making sure that people understand it's not just him.
Right.
It's a whole culture. So
Right.
so he's empowering partners and developing them and giving them a way to present something that's unique and it's theirs. He's not taking ownership of it, saying it's all me, it's all mine. He doesn't say I in his conversations, and that's the inherent.
Are you sure about that?
difference.
Because I think I read between the lines that he was todo pa acá y nada pa allá.
No. Otro lado, mijo, otro lado.
Yeah, never
So-
gonna work with 1%. Like I told you, there's never gonna be one-man show.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Because I was like even our managers right now, they become the owner for every single store that we open up.
Yes.
So we give them opportunity because I told them like, leaders doesn't create followers, leaders create leaders. So if I fail for them to actually stepping up to take over the store or even like willingness to be entrepreneur, then I failed. That's why I was telling people like they're focusing on how many followers in Instagram. Like, I don't care. I prefer creating like 10 leaders out of these people than 10,000 followers. They're like, oh, that guy's influencer. Like, yeah, I mean, my leader is gonna be bigger than that because they're gonna set themselves up, and at the same time they're gonna creating jobs.
Right.
That's what
Right.
the city need, not creating followers. And
You're
a
absolutely
lot of people
right.
just try to be followers because like, oh, Cafe Bella is busy, I'm just gonna open a coffee shop. Oh, but okay, I got a lot of people like, I wanna get coffee shop, can you give me the concept? I was like, what concept do you want me to give? Is a coffee shop. Unless you actually do like something different.
Right.
But sometimes they're not open-minded because they're like, oh, it's too crazy to do this and that. But I see you guys do like, like a car show. You guys do
We
like
do
all
a lot
those
of
stuff.
events.
And
Yeah,
exactly
we
like
do a lot of
with the
events.
bikes and everything. So that's the one that bring the
Yeah.
community together. And that's how you guys can be
That's the real
supported.
strength. Yeah.
Exactly.
Be part of your community. Don't just take their money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's not
Man,
just
I-
it's not just transactional. It never works that way.
It never works that way. There's a lot of amazing power in the things that are being said here. So if you're out there watching, just know that this
You're
is
watching.
probably this is the power nugget show, right? I think more nuggets have been dropped in this show than any other show that we've done here, right? But great concepts, right? Great ideas, and it all starts right here with number one, and that is yourself, right? Because if you cannot change your mindset, if you cannot open up yourself to accept and to move into this mindset of collaboration, of sharing, of building together, and get out of the mindset of, like I said, todo pa acá y nada pa allá, right? Then you're always gonna be at home plate striking out, right? You're never gonna get on base. You're never gonna get that home run, right? And it's important, right? Especially in the entrepreneur community, right? We talk a lot about support for each other, right? In terms of how we operate our businesses and whatnot. But what's bigger than that is the moral support of other entrepreneurs, right?
Yep.
What a lot of people don't understand is that being an entrepreneur, weighs heavy on the heart, right? It is. You're going through a lot by deciding to be an entrepreneur. You're making some really big decisions in your life, right? And a lot of those are sometimes manifested physically, sometimes emotionally, sometimes mentally, right? But entrepreneurs, they're a rare breed, and they need that type of support, right? And so I'm glad that we're able to have this show here that kind of aims to facilitate that, right? But outside of that, what are some other things that you're doing to kind of help out with that network of bringing folks together?
I mean, other than that, of course, we want to be involved in the community, like you're saying. So we start creating like exclusive paletas. So right now,
Exclusive.
yeah, we wanna.
That's awesome.
We've been working with 4 amazing local organization like UNM Children's Hospital.
Yes.
So we make like strawberry mango paleta. Every single paleta, we donate $1 for them.
Nice.
Ah.
And then the food bank, Road Runners, we do like blueberry cheesecake, same concept.
Oh, wow.
And then we actually just get in with the Desert Forts Foundation. So that one is actually with the veterans, because sometimes they're the local heroes that been forgotten.
The unsung heroes.
Yes,
yeah?
exactly. People don't even realize how hard they're living right now after
Yeah.
they pass through that. Like
Making sure we
from
have the
military-
freedom
exactly
to do what we do.
Exactly. So we just
Wouldn't
do that.
happen.
We do like we do kind of like camouflage, kind of like pistachio and Nutella
Oh,
mixed
cool.
together.
Wow.
Yeah, with same concept. We donate $1 for them, and the last one actually is the firefighters.
Nice.
So we do that too for the first responder and everything. And yeah, I mean, we want to keep working with more organization and everything. Like you're saying, collaboration. Other than that, business-wise, we just did with RIO and South. So that one, they took over the Poke Poblano place.
Yes.
So I mean, the owner is actually one of the great entrepreneurs that I met too. He owns
Yes.
a cake nightclub as well. And then yeah, he just gonna carry paleta as the dessert, And again, it's just like Marisco Saltamar, like all these people just keep coming and they wanna collab. And I've been blessed. They're like, hey, we wanna bring paleta
Yeah.
bar to be the dessert. And I was like, yeah, sure, we can do whatever we're gonna do. And actually, the last conversation actually with the Mars Barbershop up here at Rio Rancho, I just met them like I think 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
So they want to partner up with us too. So they want to carry the
Nice.
paleta in there. So I mean,
good.
whatever God bring us, and we can collab. And I would love to do with anybody. And even like we help this local pop-up ice, Italian ice too. Like
Nice.
we do little collab with them. They come by. People like, oh, they are selling cold treat too. I was like, no, it's okay. It's different.
Yeah.
Everybody I always say like, everybody have their own blessing. We're not in the business of being like taken away other people's customer or anything, but we let people
can you
choose.
help each other?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, of course, at one point they're gonna be like, we got people copy our concept and everything. I was like, it's okay. We're just gonna keep growing. We're just gonna keep thriving. And the whole point is like this right now. We become the licensee. We have all these stores coming up. Like I was telling people, like they want to copy, go for it. We exaggerating the market.
Sure.
The reason that we choose the name Paleta Bar, when people think about paleta, they think about Paleta Bar.
Yep.
People think about spring roll, they think about spring rolling.
Right.
So that's what we want to
Yep.
do,
Exactly. Exactly.
Legit.
You got to get out there. Must be present to win, man. You got to hustle.
Must be present to win. I got to tell you, it's been a great show so far. I'm very very happy that you're here. Very happy that you guys are getting ready to open up here in Rio Rancho. So what is going to happen this Saturday? What are the festivities lined up? Sadly, I won't be here. I can't make it. I'm very bummed out about that. But I am going to the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, no. Oh, you go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, I'm actually leaving on Sunday, San Diego. I go to LA too. Like, same thing, check out with the location over there.
Is that right?
Yeah, but I mean, Saturday is going to be great time. We have a free face painting for kids, you know.
Okay.
It's just like the mayor will be there as well for the ribbon cutting. And yeah, we want to have like all the events that we can bring to Rio Rancho, because this one actually the first store here in the city of Rio Rancho. And
Nice.
we have a great people because John himself, he been in the city for a long time. He actually still work at the Christian automobile shop across the street. And
yeah.
his wife also been in the community for a long time, So I was
Very
like,
nice.
yeah, that's why when we got a time to actually partner up with them, and we're like, let's do it. It's gonna be great one. So you guys have time,
Yes.
whenever you come back, you can go visit as well.
Well, no, yeah. So I definitely, and I always tell the story, right? We live on the southwest side of Albuquerque, but my wife works here at Cottonwood, and our daughter goes to dance about 10 nights a week here in Rio Rancho, right? we're up here quite often. Pretty much, we should move over here, is what the word on the streets is, right? But
You're
what's that?
Yeah.
And so Amber's going to give us the report here.
She'll give
She's
you
gonna FaceTime you, Jose, the paleta, since you
she's
have
gonna-
nothing in Disneyland there.
Yeah, she's going to let us know exactly what's
She'll
going
be
on.
all-
But here's what I really want to do is I want to figure out how we can help that particular store. If there's anything that we can do on our part in terms of helping to facilitate, or create that grand opening for the next 3 months.
No, that's gonna
That
be
excitement.
perfect. We can have you guys even doing this, like this interview.
rock and roll.
We can have it at one at Rio Rancho location, because it's really big location too. It's probably like one of the biggest location.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's about like 2,000 square feet.
Those
Yeah.
spaces in that mall are huge.
Are they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, they're big.
Well, I'll tell you, when we unveiled the Cafe Bella Paleta,
You guys tell me anytime we can
Oh,
put
man.
the freezer right there. There's a
If
lot
I
of
can
places.
eat it, it's done.
I like to do suggestive selling anytime I can, right?
Yeah. No, man, Yeah, my mind's exploding right now.
Oh, yeah, well, I
We
got to
can
tell
do
you,
all
so,
kinds of stuff.
and I got to tell you, right, so Michael, I call him Gonzo, right, and everybody else calls him Gonzo. He and I used to work together as chicken farmers.
No way.
Well, okay, not the actual chicken farmers.
Metaphorically.
We were headhunters. We were executive recruiters, and we were recruiting chicken farmers.
That's awesome.
Not even close.
Not even close. Okay, we were recruiting for the animal husbandry business.
Nope. Nope.
We recruited for everything under the sun,
Very specialized.
including chicken
I don't even
farmers.
remember what your focus was. I know what mine was.
It was construction.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Yeah. Mine was Florida. After the economy went
Right,
up and
right.
down, we were looking for project managers for those huge high rises.
Right.
And that's pretty unique skill set
Yep.
for a multi-million-dollar high-rise project
That's
managers.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason I bring
Yeah,
that
it's
up there is
wild.
because every day that we sat there at those desks recruiting people for other jobs, Gonzo always talked about how great it was, being having a culinary background, and in fact, he even taught me. He even walked me through how to make a Valentine's Day dinner for my wife.
Wow.
That
think
she
I
still
remember
talks.
that. I think
She
I
still
remember
talks
that.
about to this very day.
Yeah, food
about-
consulting.
about that one dinner. Right? But we would sit there and we would dream. We would talk about, hey, we should do this. We should do that. We should do this.
And
we
look
should
at
do this.
you now.
And look at us now, right?
Look at you now.
But he always talked about this joint right here, and he's been an inspiration to me in terms of just
That's
going
nice.
for it, right? Going for it,
Lots of coffee.
have a vision and lots of coffee. Yes, lots of
There
coffee.
you go.
But so when I get to hang out with a panel full of folks like this, right? You too, Deacon.
Deacon's still watching us.
Deacon's still here. These are things that we want to facilitate. We want to continue to grow these things. And so, Deepo, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Thank you for sharing your success with New Mexico, right? I'll just call it that.
So grand opening Saturday the 19th, 11 a.m.
Yes.
Southern
Yep.
Unser.
Do you have the graphic there?
Yeah, but for some reason I can't post it. But the link's there.
Okay, the link is
Yeah.
there. The link is posted there. So if you guys are there, click on the link.
Yep.
Make sure you get out there. When you get there, I'm going to give you guys a key word, right? I want you guys to walk through the door and say, the folks at Cafe Bella sent me.
Nice.
That's what we want you to do,
Do it.
right? Deepo's going to come up with some kind of special deal just for you guys.
For sure. I'll be right there too, so you guys can come by.
You know what? What's that sign you see on social media all the time? If your friend owns a small business,
Right,
don't ask for free stuff.
right.
We're totally like that.
Absolutely.
When I come here,
Yes.
I pay full price.
Me
That's
too.
awesome.
I pay full price at my own place.
Yes.
Okay. When I go to other people's business, I don't look for a deal. And some of them are like, oh, this is for you. This is for you. I'm like, no, you need to be sustainable. I will pay what you're asking. It's a fair price. It's a good product. That's how I support you.
Okay.
And tip them.
There we go.
Yeah.
Scratch
don't ask
that.
for free.
Come
Don't
in.
ask for free. Sorry, man. Sorry to
Come
put-
in and tell the
blow
people.
your flow.
That's okay. Come in and tell the people, whoever it is behind the counter, that the folks from Cafe Bella sent you
to support them.
to support them.
There you go.
Do
That's
that.
Good. That's beautiful.
That's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
get your wallet out.
Get your wallet out.
And then actually, I just want to kind of like share a little bit also with the small business owner. I know
Absolutely.
like I've actually been kind of like through the Build City. I've been met like couple different entrepreneurs there.
Oh,
Yeah,
shout
and
out.
everything.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the only thing is some of them still like half entrepreneur. So
Sure.
when they face challenges, I kind of like mentor like 3-4 of them. They quit. They
Yeah.
really like quit, went back to their job. You know.
Oh, no.
So
Not
I just
good.
wanna share like even until this moment, even until last night, when we don't have a customer because sometimes at night it's still kind of like
Sure.
cold, spring roll, paleta bar. What I did, I took my manager, like, you know what? Let's go out there. We just bring like 4 spring roll. We just
Hustle.
bring like
Yeah.
bag of jerky. We just go all over the plaza.
Yeah.
You know,
Go meet
McDonald's
people.
have a drive-through, and I'll do. Hey, while you guys waiting for the drive-through, would you like to get a bag of?
Man.
Yeah, would you like to get a bag of
I'm not
a jerky? It's only $5. You know,
I
I'm
gotta
that
get
kind
out.
of a hustler. I was like, I'm gonna do it. You know, we go to Define Fitness. We just stand
Yeah.
up in front of
Sure.
the door. People going out like,
They
hey,
like
after
that,
you guys
yeah.
work out,
They like that.
would you like to get, $5 for spring roll? And we
Right.
explain, but it's not only about that $5, but I told them it's about creating the brand.
Right.
Social media works. Don't take me wrong.
Yeah.
But I still believe in the traditional way as well. Like that's why we always offer sample because
Yes.
sometimes people don't know what they want to eat. People don't know what they want to drink. But when you come to them, you offer them sample. You just explain, oh, it's only $5. I told them like, if people can just stand in by the traffic light asking for free money,
Yeah.
why in the world you just not standing? Hey, let me sell a bag of jerky for $5.
That's right.
I'm not asking for free money. I'm selling my product, and that's the hustler that I want to do I want to create the leaders to do that every day because, I believe in faith.
Yes.
But I believe more in putting action behind the faith. Because again,
Gotta
that's
make it
how
happen.
God works, right?
Yeah.
Faith without action.
Remember, Deaconette
Is
said
that,
putting it into
exactly.
action. Yeah, putting it into action.
Deacon.
You got to
So
get out there.
that's I just want all the small business owners sometimes instead of just sitting there waiting for customer, go out there as simple as waiting in front of the door, as simple as just greeting customer. How are you guys doing? Would you like to come in, check out our menu? Would you like to come and grab a sample? We've been building up like that customers every single
Get
time,
them
and
involved.
that's
Yeah.
just been working. So I
Ordering.
just want every single small business owner sometimes instead of waiting,
Go
make
get
it happen. Exactly.
Yeah. Ordering anxiety is a real thing.
It
People-
is.
People get overloaded.
It totally is,
Like
right?
here,
and
we serve 1,200 different drink combinations.
do you really?
Oh, that's crazy,
We get
man.
about 20% new customers every day. So every day we have to help people get used to us. So when they come in, you can see the
Right.
fear on their face, and they're like, "I don't know what to order." So you have to make the accommodation to walk them through it so that their experience is positive, the best that you can.
Absolutely.
But ordering anxiety
Oh,
is
no,
a real thing.
Dude, I am married, right? My wife has ordering anxiety.
Yeah,
Anxiety.
it's a challenge, yeah.
My daughter is so it's
My wife does.
easier for me to just say, hey, this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight.
Yeah, my wife does. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? That's
Oh
right.
yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, that's always happened, man. All day.
Are you married?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
why I still can kill all these businesses because with family, it's gonna be a bit tough, man.
There,
By
you
then
know,
I gotta be set up, you know.
There is a difference between the married entrepreneur and the single entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
There can be.
Because
this-
right now I can take the risk as much as I want.
Sure.
And I don't have to be worried
You can
feeding
sleep on
them.
the floor.
Okay.
You
I
can
don't,
sleep
yeah,
on
I don't
the
have
floor.
to
Sleep
be
in your
worried
car.
feeding them spring roll or paleta or agua fresca every
Yeah.
single time for drink or for food, But right now it's like, if I cannot pay my bills or anything, then I just don't eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is, So I don't mind taking all the risks right now. So that's why I understand, like right now, like bunch of my business partners actually they're all family men. So I was like, I gotta kind of like be more cautious and
Let 'em
everything.
know.
But at
Well,
the same
you
time,
gotta
I was
let 'em
like,
know.
I'm just gonna do whatever
Yeah.
we can do for the team to the best. I told them like we created this together, and I'm sure that we're gonna make it happen again, over and over.
We're gonna make it
Awesome.
happen.
The energy, man.
I
This
love
guy,
it.
like, you sit by him, it's like sitting by a fire. I love it.
So
I
here's
love
the
it.
deal: if folks want to connect with you directly, how would they go about doing that?
I mean, anytime you guys can go by to the store, hit me up or anything. Instagram, Facebook. We also have under the Build City ABQ that people can book the the appointment and everything.
Mentorship
Exactly
programs, yeah.
mentorship, anything, or
And
my
that's key.
personal too, like
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook under my name like Deepo Alam, and just let me know and whatever I can help, I would love to help.
Mentorship is huge. It puts you in a unique situation where you can give back to someone. You learn actually on the other side of the table.
Exactly.
You get. I
learn.
think you get more out of being a
Yeah.
mentor
Yeah.
than the mentee does.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean, you can. I had this thing for years that I did. I would give anybody an hour if they contacted me about
Really?
small business. And it was interesting, the confusion and, the mindset and the beliefs that you run into. And, after a while, I had to change it. I said, I will meet with you for an hour if you bring your business plan or know your business plan. Because so many of those meetings, the first meetings, I would say 80% of them, okay, well, let's talk about your business plan. How did you plan this out? Oh, I don't have that. Or
Yeah.
my accountant did that. Or my mother did it. Or my brother, I just copied one from the internet. That doesn't work, guys. You
It
got to
doesn't?
have a plan.
Oh
You
my
got to have a
God.
plan.
Yeah.
He's shaking his head.
I'm missing
he
the-
sees it a lot.
I'm
If you're
missing-
mentoring,
I'm
you
missing
run
the
into
mark.
that a lot. Yeah. And, the irony is there's so many great resources.
Right.
You have the West program.
Sure.
They have different facilities. There's all kinds of small business. I mean, there's so many resources to help you develop even just a basic business plan.
Right.
Yep.
Amber's giving you the eye. I know. So
2
yeah,
minutes, man.
we've got a couple of minutes left, and we want to make sure that we spend some time with Amber to give us a report.
It's time for the Amber Show.
Yes, the Amber Report is
Oh,
what we call it,
no.
right? But Deepo, thank you
Thank you so much
much
for having us,
Deepo,
man.
pleasure to meet you.
for being here.
Thank you
We
again.
certainly appreciate you.
Such a
Sadly,
pleasure.
I will not
Such
be
a pleasure, my man.
at the grand opening. I'll be in Disneyland. But where's the store in LA?
So actually, it's in San Diego right now, still in Escondido.
San Diego,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
That's
So
awesome.
it's 3410 Del Lago Boulevard. So it's actually around North County Mall area.
Okay.
It's about
Nice.
like 10 minutes from the zoo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Los Angeles, we're coming next year.
Okay,
So we
next year.
Yeah, we have about 28 more stores coming next year.
I'm going to scope out some places for you right inside Disneyland.
Man, thank God if you can. That's going to be perfect.
You'll sell your first $70 paleta.
I know.
I want to be in on that deal.
I used
For
to work
one.
right there with the wet sauce pretzel. Man,
Yeah, is
I
that-
feel bad selling lemonade for $10, dude. I was
Hey.
like, this is crazy, man. I was like, I'm not gonna pay for this, you know. But yeah, let me know whenever you find a place there.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna be scouting for you. I'm gonna find you a place for paletas inside Disneyland, and I want to be part of that deal. That's all I'm gonna say.
That works. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Deepak.
All right, Gonzo.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that we never do is we never really talk about our own personal businesses, and so I'm going to take that moment here just to
Do it.
plug a
Do it.
shameless plug.
Do it. Talk about your business.
Shameless plug, right? You guys see it up on the screen there. That is Go ABQ. It is a community marketing platform, and really, at the end of the day, what it is, it's a platform designed to help all you entrepreneurs and small business owners get the word out about who you are and what you do. Right? We will document your business, get you ready for search to be found online. Then we turn you on with a unique texting program so that you have your very own keyword, text keyword, so you can build your own list of customers that you can market to continually,
Nice.
whenever you want, right? We're helping you build your business. So if you need customers, you need Go ABQ.
Man, that's so polished.
Didn't you like that?
That's amazing. That's
Hey.
amazing.
This young lady right here helped me come up with that. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Drum roll, please.
Oh, there I go with the Geo Metro.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros,
Yeah.
boys and girls,
Rock and roll. It's time for Amber.
the lovely Amber Ortega.
Da, 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 da.
Amber Hernandez.
No.
Just flat out.
No.
Just straight up. No.
No. No.
That's hilarious.
It crossed the mind like twice.
Yeah. She's like, no. Straight face.
Not in her lifetime.
No.
You guys are dumb.
She just calls it like she sees it.
She thinks.
She calls it.
Amber,
Hi.
you're live.
I know.
At the last show, we were talking about the possibilities that you may not be,
And she made
but you
it.
are.
I'm alive. I'm
You're
here.
alive. She
I'm
made it.
here.
Present and she's winning.
She
Yeah.
she had surgery. She's
Wow.
Had surgery, recovered, with the help of very many close friends.
Yes.
Right.
Nice.
But her
Yes.
closest friends were not allowed to do anything.
That's because
yeah. You don't have
my
to explain.
closest friend should know.
They should just show
that-
up and be there.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Point taken. Point taken.
Right?
Taken. But I'm glad that everything
That's
went
like
well.
like Nora did. She just showed up. I had no clue.
I know.
I know, I love her.
I know. I love Nora too. I haven't
Mhm.
seen her in a while.
And Amanda and Patricia stayed with me the whole time.
I did see Patricia. I mean, not Patricia. Amanda.
Amanda.
Yes.
Nice.
Not too long ago, but
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
not seen Patricia. Now I did message back and forth with her on Facebook, asking about you and what was going on with you and where things were at. And
She was
you-
she was laying on the couch
Was
waiting
she?
for me. Yeah. Right in my room.
Was she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I was messaging with her back and forth on Facebook. Keeping tabs on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know. I don't know. I was high on
Yeah, I'm sure you
something.
were.
I don't know. I was like, can you give me some more?
Give me some more. Give me some more. So
Prescription stuff.
you've been making waves in the real estate industry. Like
It's
I
hot
know
right now.
I know a lot of people that are realtors. I know a lot of people in the real estate industry, but I've never seen anybody in my life. And I'm not saying this just because you're my friend. I'm saying this because it's what I see right there.
It's on, she's on fire.
Yeah, activity begets activity, right?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
Move.
it does. Right.
Gotta
And
move.
when you're
Right.
active, it shows, right? And
Gotta
and
move.
and a lot of things come when you're out there working. Just like Deepo said,
Right.
when there's no customers in the door, you get out there and hustle.
Right.
Amber
right.
hustles. So tell us about the market right now.
So things are still crazy right now. We don't have enough listings. We have lots and lots of buyers.
Not enough inventory.
Not enough inventory.
More buyers
There-
than homes.
So in Rio Rancho, I just looked it up this morning. There's only 369 houses available in
Currently.
all of Rio Rancho. But I have buyers all day, every day asking to see houses out here. So I need your house.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Hold on, don't leave yet. Can we get one selfie with you guys, all of the family and everybody? Hey, we're gonna take a minute for a selfie.
Dad
real
says
quick.
no. He's gone. He's got his
He's
to-go
like,
bag.
He's
He's
like,
got his
no.
to-go bag. He's
No.
ready to go.
Deepo has his
No.
family here with us, and I didn't mean to interrupt your report here, but we're gonna take a quick selfie.
Cool.
Come on in.
Come on.
Deacon Ed gets a selfie.
We got it.
Oh, I'm not going to have that on.
There you go.
Okay, you guys ready? Oh, poop.
Thank you so
Hold
much.
on, hold on, hold on.
It didn't work.
3, 2, chicharrones.
There we go. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Group selfie.
Thanks, brother.
Group selfie. Bye, guys.
It's a safe trip, man. Have
Take care,
fun.
man. Take care. Thank you, Deepak.
All right. Well, you know,
Sidetrack.
of course, we have,
Squirrel.
we have to stop with this selfie, right? We
I
got to
know,
make sure we
I know.
document, all the fun that we get to have here.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
And what an honor. He brought his folks who are here visiting. He brought his folks. Now,
Yeah.
that
They're
may
like,
be an
"You guys are
opportunity.
crazy."
That may be an opportunity for you, Amber,
Yeah.
because I can guarantee you that his folks are going to absolutely love it here. They're going to
I
want to
know.
buy a home, but you're telling us that there are not enough homes.
Right. I
Okay.
need houses.
You need houses.
She says, I need houses
I do.
now.
What's the best?
I need-
What's the best way for somebody that is
Thinking about
thinking about
maybe putting their home on the market.
yeah.
Just call me. Call me. 550-9698. Call me.
So-
Find me on Facebook.
So Amber, do they have to rebuild everything? Do they have to do like the television shows and paint everything and get new furniture and mock it up?
I
and
mean,
not.
no.
I mean, tell us the real skinny on that, because I think people that I
So-
know, they're like, oh, I would sell, but I'm not ready. It's the house isn't ready yet. I mean,
So you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it works for some people, but what if you decide that you think that it's really nice to have these beautiful black granite countertops, but the person that comes in, they don't like them, they hate them.
Right.
So you just spend all that money and they're just going to tear them out and redo it, and they're
and
not.
it doesn't increase the actual
it
value of the
doesn't-
home.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's kind of like lipstick on a
Pig.
Yeah.
Don't landscape your backyard and expect to get the money back,
Right.
or don't put in a pool. You're going to spend 4 times as much as what you're going to get for it when you sell it.
They sell those at
interesting.
big lots, by the way, and you can just
I
Or the
have
little plastic ones, the $6 ones.
I have
Yeah.
a hot tub
that
like
fly
that.
around.
It's inflatable.
Do you really?
Yeah, because
Oh.
I mean, yeah. It's,
Cool. I'm gonna come and borrow it from me for the winter.
Like a polar
It's
bear.
awesome.
I'm gonna stick it in my garage.
Like a polar bear.
I thought about it.
We could do the next show from there.
You know what? Let's put it right here. we'll
And
do
fill
that.
it with coffee.
Yeah, we'll fill it with coffee. Well, that's a different show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
what?
fine to me.
What is the hottest seller in the market right now? Is it
Small, big,
small homes, big homes?
Patio homes.
Anything that is 200,000 or less is selling like
spot.
that,
Quick.
which is the 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
The Rambler.
The Rambler.
They used
It's
to
the
call-
Rambler, folks.
They used to call that Rambler. Right?
Yes.
Back in the day.
Is that
Yeah. Three bedrooms, 1 bath.
3
Yeah.
bedrooms?
Single
Three-
story. Used to be called a Rambler.
3-bedroom, 2-bath. Everybody wants a 1-story.
Really? Yeah, everybody except my daughter
I know she wants 2-story with a hot tub
and a pool.
and a pool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where can
I
we
know.
find that for under 200? Oh, we can't. It's not possible, can we?
You want it finished? Is that what you're saying?
I can get that house framed for that
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Do you want it completed?
Completed. Yes. Yes. We like toilets at work,
Nice.
or maybe not, unless you got really cool trees in the backyard.
Yeah.
That-
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Just get creative.
Wonderful.
So I
Problem
know.
solvers.
So
I-
how does that relate to the new? Like I see some new developments still
There's-
being built out in different
Right.
parts. Rio Rancho's
There's a
starting to
lot.
really
Broadmoor is starting to get a lot of.
North Rio Rancho out there by the Armory.
Oh, I
far
just-
far north.
Yeah,
That's the
Hakes-
farthest north you can go and still be Rio
I
Rancho.
know, yeah.
Until you go over that street, then it's something else.
I just sold a Hakes Brothers house out there, and
Yeah. So it's
gorgeous, gorgeous.
they built some really like amazing stuff nowadays.
Yeah, no, I was looking at some of the things that you had posted up about the Hicks brothers, and I'm like, holy smokes! Like those are all.
You got like Tiffany homes.
Those
and
are
different
all.
brands
Those
out
are
there.
all,
All kinds of
not
stuff.
custom features. Those are standard features in the home.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy
The
smokes!
modern new home.
Yeah.
Would you call it track or developed home? What do you call
Develop-
it? How do you say that and not offend anybody? Like planned development homes.
Planned community.
Okay.
Planned community. There you
The
go.
new version is completely different than what we're used to, Louise.
Well, yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's like like you gotta your suit off the rack or you have your custom suit, right?
Yeah. They build some really neat stuff.
You can go and you can get your suit off the rack and it or
Well, and efficiency things, right?
Right. Yeah. The
Smart
green build.
homes, green builds,
Green build
solar.
makes such a big difference.
I think I need to start my fireplace before you get home and all that kind of fun
oh
stuff.
right,
Yeah.
or like the
loud.
two dudes fishing. Have you ever seen that commercial
No.
where the guy's like, oh man, I forgot to lock my house, And then the lady appears, right? And these guys are fly fishing in the river,
She
right?
does it on her phone.
And she's like, "Yeah, you guys, you can do it on your phone. You can even, set it up to sound like a dog is barking."
Nice.
And then the guy next to him says, "Oh, I've never had a dog." No. The guy says, "Oh, well, cool. I've never had a dog." And then the guy next to him says, "Oh, you've never had a fish either."
Ah, bum, bum, bum.
Ba-dum.
Dad joke for the win.
Yes, dad joke
Yeah.
for the win. Yeah, I couldn't even deliver it right.
Yeah.
Speaking of jokes, right?
You got me because I've never seen the commercial.
Stephen Michael Quesada
Yeah.
is going to be
Counselor? Is he still a
no,
counselor?
he's not a counselor. He's a commissioner.
So he was a
The
city
commissioner,
council.
not
No.
a city councilor.
He wasn't?
No, he was.
I'm sorry. I thought he was.
He was APS board, and then
Okay.
he
That's right.
transitioned to commissioner.
Okay.
Commissioner
Like our buddy Dave
Quesada.
Heil.
Yes.
Yeah, but in Albuquerque.
In Albuquerque.
Burque.
He'll be doing a show with Dean Norris from Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Norris is introducing a brand new beer, right? And Stephen Michael Quesada is going to do one of his comedy bits here, kind of an exclusive deal for
Fun.
the launch of that deal, right?
Local
Uh,
fame.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over there and I'm going to learn how to properly tell a joke, a dad joke.
There you go.
Good luck with that.
Yes, and it's over at your old stomping grounds. We'll be at the Piano Bar in Albuquerque.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't been over there in a couple of years.
In a couple of years, yes. I call every pocket of town Amber's stomping grounds because Amber knows how to
She
stomp.
stomps.
She knows how to
stomps.
stomp.
All right. So what's the real estate mantra of the day? What do you need houses.
I need houses.
People
I
should
need
call you.
houses.
Don't-
Call me. Yeah.
Don't do the remodel. Just get a hold of you.
Just
see how to market
call me
it.
first because you might be trying to do things that really don't need to be done.
Right, because you do that
And
a
just
lot.
like-
You sell a lot of homes that
Well-
have not been refurbed, right?
Right. Well, and I actually right before this I was on a call. I have a buyer that
As
put
is
an offer.
type situation. Yeah.
Well, this is a house. It's a beautiful house. She's starting all over, and she's kind of scared. She's coming out of a 54-year marriage.
Oh, wow.
So she's gonna be completely on her own at 70. And
Wow.
so we had inspections done, and there was things that needed to be fixed. And when I talked to the listing agent, she said, "Well, we knew that the sunroof needed to be replaced, but we didn't want to do it until it came back on the reports." And I said, "That makes sense."
It kind
What
of prioritizes what are the
right?
in-need
Because
things.
what if she
Right.
hated that and she didn't want it anyways? Then he spent the money to get this, replaced
Sure.
with a roofer and everything else, and then didn't need
Absolutely.
to. So
give you a
don't
call.
do it. Call
Yeah.
me.
strategy?
Call Amber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a thing or two.
Okay, so where do they find you? How do they get a hold of you?
550-9698, or I'm on Facebook. Find me on Facebook.
How do they find you on Facebook? Is it under your realtor name or is it just your name?
Amber Ortega, both.
Okay,
I've got both.
cool.
Follow my real estate page. Friend me on Facebook. I'm friends with everybody.
With everybody.
I
She's
am,
not kidding,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Absolutely everybody.
yeah. That's what I do.
Go Ruby.
That's what I do.
All right, so we got
I'm
1,
helping.
2, 3, 4, 5 that came up when I did a generic Amber Ortega. search.
Really?
But hers is the one that says L&M
L&M
Realty Group.
Yep, L&M
So that-
Realty Group.
So that's how you know you got the right
Right,
Amber.
that's my team.
L&M Realty Group, that happens.
Not the one that says don't even trip.
Chocolate chip.
No, that's not me.
There's somebody that says that on there.
Yeah,
Does
no.
it
That's
does it
their
say
tagline.
does it say chocolate chip?
No,
right
it's
after
just
that?
trip. Don't even trip. It says.
Don't even
whatever.
trip.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess don't, but
Cho-
that's
chocolate
not
chip.
me.
No, it's not you.
So it's
Are you
L&M.
sure it's not Amber from Rio Grande High School?
L&M.
From Rio Grande High School, that's right.
Amber from Rio Grande High School.
Rio Grande.
I want to say what's up. Good morning to Marie Chavez Posey, Viola Lucero. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is going in
Chick-fil-A.
St. Joseph's and Coors.
I saw that.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
That's
And
exciting. That's going to be closer to my new office.
Your new office is
you have
going
a
to
new
be like
office?
literally you could walk to that Chick-fil-A.
That's awesome.
You could walk to that. I
Yeah.
mean, you'd have to walk through a
That's-
field. So let me tell you, right, while we were there,
So I
they
won't
were
be doing
doing
that.
the groundbreaking, right?
Mhm.
Somebody said, hey, it would be awesome if a Target went directly across the street in that space right there. I said, man, it would. I know who we can get to champion that, and that would be Amber Ortega.
That's really funny that I was having a talk with one of my friends yesterday, and they said, when you go to buy a house, you need to make sure that it's in a close proximity of Target.
Is that? Yeah, well, that is important, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Gonzo, do you shop at Target?
Mostly like if my wife is looking for something specific, I
Yeah.
go. It's not, the whole like shopping for clothes thing.
Yeah.
I don't do that a lot.
You don't?
No, because I shop different. Like if I like a shirt, I'll buy all 6 colors, and then I have 6 shirts, and I don't need to buy another shirt for
Gotcha.
whatever.
So where was your maroon shirt today?
And right next to this one,
Oh.
in the closet.
And I know as guys we're colorblind, so we dig
I'm
into
not colorblind.
into the dark closet. And we're not really sure of what color.
Some
we're
guys
getting
may
out.
be colorblind. Yeah, I still have my vision.
So Gonzo doesn't shop. He doesn't shop at Target,
Not
but
for that stuff. Car parts, motorcycle parts.
yes.
That's a whole different story.
I'm
okay?
curious. I'm curious, right? So the Target that's here in Rio Rancho.
Target.
The Target that's here in Rio Rancho. I'm curious to find out what their numbers are at this location versus the one that's just right down the hill in the Cottonwood area there. I'd like to see.
Deceiving because that lot is smaller down there.
Right.
It looks busier. This thing's huge up here. The lot.
This one is busier. The lines take a little bit longer than the one down the hill. For sure.
See, I knew you would know that.
But
knew
not as
that.
crazy as the one at Uptown.
Yeah,
But
I don't know if they publish those numbers. Oh, that's a super Target because it has like full-on grocery store in it.
Well, they say that it doesn't seem that much bigger, really.
I
than
think it's just the floor plan and
it's
their
just a floor
offerings
plan. It's
range.
kind of. I actually really like how you go and you park in a parking structure, and like you get out and you don't have to like. If it's raining, it doesn't matter.
Or super hot.
Yeah. Or
So your
super
car
hot.
doesn't like explode.
Right. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
That is cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, right? Just that whole area there is booming there. But there's a lot of new things that are happening. The Paleta Bar is brand new here in Rio Rancho.
I'm excited about that. I'm gonna go on Saturday.
Let me ask you about the Rio Rancho Police Department. Are they actively pursuing? Are they recruiting?
They never stopped, Luis.
They never stopped.
They never stopped.
They never stopped.
So I've been here 20-some years. They have never stopped looking for good quality candidates.
So I am legit asking for a friend.
Well, must be present to win. Get on up there.
He wants to know if things are similar to Albuquerque, being an officer in Albuquerque
Not at all.
here in Rio Rancho.
Completely different.
Yep.
It's a different community. We're much more suburban. Like if you said, let's go to downtown Rio Rancho, many people would struggle finding that.
I would struggle finding that.
Yeah, so it's a different makeup, but every community has needs,
Right.
He'll definitely have a lot of work, but I mean it's
Sure.
different. It's different in each
Different.
community.
Gotcha.
Different in each community, but yeah.
Yep.
I think he should come on up the hill.
Who do I talk to get him in the door?
So is he currently in law enforcement?
He's currently in law enforcement.
And,
Yes.
and he needs assistance finding out how to contact Rio Rancho PD?
Oh, he doesn't need assistance, but
No, they actually have a recruiting division. And
You know-
do you know what?
you know I'm a
I
connector.
can get that. I can get him. We could probably get the gentleman, the officer that does the recruiting for Rio Rancho.
Well,
we could probably get him on the show.
I was thinking that maybe we would have the chief of police that you so kindly took me to meet the other day.
Chief of Police, I've met him. He's a nice gentleman. He's been here. Yeah, he's a good guy. But they have a lot of different departments. They
Sure.
have some really interesting people.
So-
Maybe we should.
So maybe we invite the chief and the head recruiter.
I don't know if we can get them both at the same time, but we can ask. 'Cause
Let's ask.
The worst they can say
Is
is
no.
No.
Ask not, get not.
Yes,
right.
absolutely. So that brings us to a very important point. If you're watching this broadcast and you want to be a part of this show, you have
Hit
to
us up.
let Amber know.
Yep. Or Luis or Michael.
Yeah.
We prefer Amber though, and let me tell you why.
Because I have so much extra time
Yeah.
between the 12 houses I'm showing later today.
Contact us. We'll make it happen.
No. We're seriously reach out. So here's the deal, right? If you're watching this right now, drop in the comment right now today. Hey, I want to be on the show, so we can get you scheduled. Because here's what happens, right? All three of us are busy.
Busy,
We're
yeah.
busy. But we want to continue to produce this show. We want to have good quality content. We want to showcase the businesses and the business people here in Rio Rancho, right? So help us, help you. Isn't that how that works?
Get on the air. Have
Get
some
on
fun.
the air.
Let us meet you.
Have some fun. Yes, absolutely.
And the bonus is you get the recorded version of it that you can share to all your friends and family.
Absolutely, yes.
That's fun.
And who knows? By the next show, here's how my vision works.
Here it goes.
By the next show,
Dun, dun, dun.
which is in 2 weeks from now, you will be able to pick up your very own Cafe Bella paleta
Ooh.
right here inside Cafe Bella.
Tipo, call me. Call me fast. He's already selling.
But
I'm
not
just
gonna-
saying,
but
I'm
I'm not
just
gonna
saying.
be here. Can we hold off on that until I'm here?
You want to hold off on that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You and I are going to Vegas.
Hey, what's the date?
We-
What's the date?
Gonzo, you're going to have to roll solo on that date.
We better check the dates.
Amber
and I are
going to Vegas.
Do you want to come to Vegas too?
I have an out-of-state commitment. Yeah.
Do you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Just-
it's the 4th through the 10th.
Oh.
I'll
Is
be
that right?
gone. I'll be gone the 4th through the 10th.
I have
I'm going to be gone the 27th through the 30th.
All right, we'll make it. We'll work it out.
We will work it out.
Work it out
And
on the
actually, you know what? And I'm just going to bring this up live on air, right? As I know that we have committed to every other Wednesday here, and
We have.
something has popped up on my calendar that happens to be every Wednesday, and I wanted to see if there's a possibility.
Just tell them no. Like Amber told you no. Just
If-
go
Just
no.
say that. No.
if
No.
we could move to every other Thursday.
Is that called a bump? Are we getting
A
bumped?
bump? Not a
We're getting
bump.
Are we getting bumped?
We are.
We're
I,
not-
think, I
no.
think he's bumping us.
I
No,
think we
but
should
let
have
me
a
tell you-
meeting about that.
Let me tell you why, right? So I do one of these shows in Albuquerque on Tuesdays, right? And it's great. We have a blast, right?
You've been doing that show for a while.
For a while, right? My challenge is this, right? Is being an entrepreneur, I need to dedicate time, and when I back to back these shows, nothing else happens for those 2 days.
I know. Yeah. I realize that
Soaks
even
up your
just this
time?
show. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It takes up, my prospecting hours.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not complaining at all.
Right.
At all.
Right.
At all.
Right.
At all. At all.
But-
I think this is one of the many blessings that I've been afforded, right?
Yeah.
But I do need to be mindful of hunting and gathering as well.
Hunting. Gathering.
That I do, and I got to build a business, right? I've got to build a
Businesses,
business, right?
plural.
So we'll talk about that. We'll see if we want to continue on Wednesdays, or
We'll
if we
see
want to
if
flip.
Amber lets you bump us.
If we
That's pretty much how it's going to go down.
can we do the
I'm
bump?
kind of the boss.
Can we do the bump? You don't have to answer right now.
That's
I-
a dance for all you young kids out
Yes, that is a dance for all you young
That's a
kids,
dance.
right? And of course, Amber is not the one to show us how to do the bump. Trust me, I know.
there. Wow.
I know. Yes.
Salon Deluxe
Trust
in the
me, I
house.
know. All right. Are we gonna?
Design Deluxe.
You want to? You want to come over and hop on real quick? She's like,
She's
no.
like, no. She's like, oh no.
Why
She's
not?
got
We'll-
swag.
We'll
Why
promote
does
your
she have
business
swag?
for you
She's got swag.
really quickly.
She's swagging.
Nope, she doesn't want to do it.
She don't want to
She
do it.
said, Charlie.
She's like, no, impromptu.
No impromptu. That's okay. We'll have you on the next show, right?
Rock and roll.
Yes.
I think we're at this point. It's time to wrap.
It
this up.
is.
I know you're rambling.
I
so
am.
I'm putting my foot down here.
Are you putting your foot down?
Yeah.
Right. Well, we
Yep,
should.
I saw it. She put it down.
We should know that when the blender starts, it's time to go.
When she starts the blender with the lid off it.
Right.
Not the liquid lid, but the sound lid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, get out of here, guys.
Yeah. It's
Right.
time for you guys to leave. Right.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Get
All right,
out.
Amber.
Okay.
What are you gonna take us out with? Like, are you
song.
gonna sing or something?
Yeah.
We know you can't dance, so.
Wow. That happened twice.
I know. He is so mean to me.
Wow.
I'm
that
not mean-
happened too. That just happened.
I am not.
He's so mean to me.
I'm not mean to Amber.
Is that the new hashtag for the show?
So
Hashtag
mean.
he's so
Hashtag.
mean to me.
He's so mean.
Make
He's so
sure-
mean. And my
You gotta
hashtag.
put Luis
Hashtag.
is so mean.
And my hashtag right behind that is I'm just real.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's getting rough in here.
I'm okay.
I don't know what I stepped
America, if you're out there watching, just know
America.
that I have made a commitment to be truthful in life. I'm going to stop lying, and I'm going to start with my very best friend. I'm not going to lie to my very best friend anymore. I'm just
Barry,
going
your
to
Barry?
my very best friend. I'm going to just be
All right.
completely
Amber-
honest with
Amber's
her all
done.
the
She's
time.
texting her
I'm
friends.
done. Yeah.
She's done.
Amber, you want some truth?
What?
I love you.
What? She says what?
I love you.
Not yes
Do
or
you?
no. But
Yes.
What?
You're really mean to me.
And that is that is the love right there.
I don't know what happened
That is
before I
love.
got here today. It's going down. So,
Yes.
see you, everybody.
It is time for us to go. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.